Hey everybody, Ryan Dunleavy, Keith Sargent from NJ.com here to talk about this week's game, Rutgers, New Mexico. One of the things we're going to try to do each week as the season progresses is give you an idea of players to watch going into the game, especially for the other team. So who do you like on New Mexico, looking at the stats and what you've seen of them so far? Who should Rutgers fans be aware of?
You have to start with the quarterback, Austin Apodaca. Not really a traditional. Now, New Mexico runs a triple option. We talked a lot about that with Chris Ash today. Not really a traditional, option type quarterback. He actually, believe it or not, he actually ran a air raid offense at Washington State. He started off, with Mike Leach, and transferred after a year and a half in that program. Went to New Mexico, where he runs a triple option offense out of a pistol formation. So this is a kid who actually, in addition to being able to actually have some running skills, can really throw the ball. So I mean, I would expect both things to look out for Rutgers. I mean, he's a dual threat.
And then for me, I'll name drop Garrett Hughes. He leads New Mexico with 2.5 sacks. Big test for the Rutgers veteran offensive lineman. The Big Ten has a ton of good pass rushers, so now you'll see one before you get there. How about for Rutgers? Who are you keeping an eye on?
I mean, I'm going to write about him today, but Juwan Harris, I mean, baseball player, turned, and also a football player too, had a touchdown. Chris Ash he mentioned a handful of guys who are playmakers. We know Janarian Grant, we know Robert Martin, that's no surprise. But then he mentioned Juwan Harris is a guy. I mean, he looked really good on that play, on that touchdown against Howard. I'm thinking maybe, he breaks out again in this game.
And then I'll say with Saquon Hampton, the news that he's out, no surprise. We saw him get injured against Washington. Kai Hester is going to step into a starting role. He started a lot of games last year, so it's nothing new to him. But he's obviously going to be a leader of a pretty thin secondary because the options behind him are true freshmen KJ Gray and Larry Stevens.